much, Ray.
Okay, nice to meet everyone.
Glad to meet you all. Have a lovely, amazing rest of the day. I'm sure there's a lot of interesting stuff coming up.
Thank you very much.
Some of you guys. So I can see, I think that the chairs have been set up. If I can ask Amitai, Becca, and Adir to come for a customer panel.
Amazing. Well, that was a handful. So, hi, everybody. So it's amazing to have all Klaviyo practitioners like this in Israel. I think maybe it's the first time. We're all people working in Klaviyo in the trenches every day. We're here that are doing it and doing it well, and try to hear some of their secret sauce, what they're doing. Hopefully we'll gain some insight from this for everyone. And I'll let you guys introduce what you guys do and who the heck you are. What the heck you do.
I'm Becca. I'm the Director of Retention and Loyalty at Mealy's.
I'm Adir, the Head of Retention and CRM at Elephant Stock. I also I have a community of email marketers in WhatsApp, and I composed the book, The Marketing on Autopilot. You can find it in any bookstore in Israel.
Tell us a little about your brands, also what.
So Mealy's is a body care product. We basically filled a gap where there's a lot of things out there for face, creams, serums, everything you could find, but there wasn't for body. So we focus on various concerns, various body parts, and basically provide a product that will help women feel better and confident. Mostly we are sold D2C, but we are in some stores in America and Canada, Ulta and Shoppers Drug Mart, which is like Superfarm. The main market for us is America.
It is a subscription business.
We also have subscription. It's a huge part of our business, but we also have just one-time sales as well.
Elephant Stock is a wall art company based in Texas, and we ship to US only. We work also with the marketplaces such as Amazon, Wayfair, but mostly D2C.
And both of you guys are Shopify stores or?
Shopify Plus.
Now we're a custom build.
Custom build.
Yes.
Show of hands, who's a Shopify merchant here, by the way? Okay, so we have in custom stores, there's a bunch of custom stores here. And 10 group-based custom. So it's great to see a mix. I don't know about in UK, I don't know about this, the new tools that you were looking at, the AI tools. Is it also like off of Shopify as well available? But it's definitely something that is always kind of like Klaviyo on Shopify and off Shopify is a little bit of a different beast. Cool. So I'll start off talking about from top of the funnel kind of acquisition, and we'll go down kind of that way. So what are the acquisition strategies that have been most effective for you guys to increase your list? And you don't have to divert information that you don't want, but approximately how big is your list maybe, and how have you been able to grow it?
At Mealy's, we're very, very heavy on acquisition. So lots of people are coming into our site, which is amazing, but doesn't always mean we get their emails and their SMS. So we're constantly testing different parts of the funnel in order to get the emails and the SMS so we can later convert them into customers. We currently have tests on our checkout and on the thank you page, where we basically are asking people at the last minute, subscribe to SMS and email. We also do lots of tests with Klaviyo pop-up. We currently stopped one that was quite successful that instead of kind of bombarding somebody with what's your email and SMS the second you get to a site, it actually said, what's the concern that you're here for? And then after that, we followed up with, if you want information, we will then send you, we'll get your emails, and we can then follow up with the flow, which we did, with dedicated information about that concern and the products that would help. We actually only turned it off because now we have a Black Friday one where we're trying to get more email and SMS sign up for an early access to Black Friday.
So it's like a question, like a short questionnaire, and then.
Yes.
And you do SMS and email together?
We do. If we have somebody's email, we just do SMS. We also test when we pop it, but yeah, constant testing.
I've learned that I'm trying to avoid complexing things. right in the beginning, I have a disclaimer. I worked for 2 years at MyList. I started it. I made a shift from other platform to Klaviyo.
Thank you.
Thank them. To Klaviyo. By the way, with API, it was like 3 months of a nightmare to do the connection of the API, but it was made successfully by the tech team. So I try not to complex things. So I'm popping the pop-up right in front of the face with the discount. I'm telling them, here, I know that you want to buy, here's the discount and the teaser. And every time with any management, they told me, oh, it's too robust, we are bombarding the customers, make 10 seconds off. Then make it like 1 page afterwards. Then remove the teaser. And every time that we've made some kind of change, the percentage of the registration dropped. So when we are doing it upfront, it generates a lot of subscribers. Of course, exit pop-up everywhere that we can get the first-party data. It's amazing.
And you do it immediate, like
immediate, and 1 day. Every change is like dropping the numbers.
Do you use the sign-up units from Klaviyo, or do you use it external?
Due to the fact that we moved from API to server, we had to change it through our pop-up, but the A/B tests in Klaviyo pop-up, it's just very easy. So it's again technical issues.
Okay. So you're doing A/B testing concept. What is like your, maybe I guess like for the panel, like what is the one thing that is the most important thing when it comes to the sign-up units? Is it messaging? Is it graphics? Is it testing?
Testing. I wish it wasn't, but the offer is probably the most important. Yeah, if you're not going to offer anything, you're probably not going to get the sign up. It's just how I think shoppers are built to know they have to get something for giving. But yeah, I would say testing is huge.
It's horrible. Every time I'm putting an image and a blank text with ugly background and the offer, and every time it wins. Mm-hmm. So I have nothing to do. Like I'm doing what the customer wants.
Becca, you guys are, in a personal context, like that sort of experience that you're trying to, you need like something, offline, a very personal experience with like, in cosmetics. How are you guys doing the same online and online experience?
So yeah, cosmetics is a bit hard because it's very subjective. I mean, if you don't like the smell of a product, if it breaks you out, if it doesn't work, all of these things really can kill the sale. Meili's has a try before you buy, which basically means that you can get the product, you pay only the shipping, and if you keep it, then you pay, otherwise you're not paying for it. So it very much helps us with that kind of building trust with customers. It does also complex the email marketing because you have a bunch of people who are not 100% customers yet. I mean, they're customers in the sense of I have their email, but they're not necessarily loving the brand yet and really committed. We have some other things that we also have just recently launched. We have an advisory board of some doctors who are also speaking about the products, and we are heavily clinically proven. Our products go through testing so that we actually can say these points. If you get a claim, it means it's actually true, which is good.
And is there like a specific flow that you guys like build out for that? And like,
yeah, we treat our funnels completely different. So if you come from the trial funnel, which only exists in America, you have a completely different experience than if you're coming from the buy, which is people who are buying more standard. They're actually checking out, giving their credit card, getting the product. So we treat them very separately. But I would say in the past, we kind of felt like don't speak to the trial people during the trial phase because they'll then cancel or they might not see the results. It's just better to leave them alone. But we learned that actually if we launch a very good educational flow, which really talk about the product that they got, kind of also what to expect. So like they're a week into the trial, what you should be expecting now, what'll happen later. It actually really helped and reduced our cancellation. But more than that, it really did help us be able to talk to these customers where before we just were like, we're not here. And then after the trial was over, they got a bunch of emails from us, which usually then brought a massive unsubscribe rate there.
Yeah. And Adir, kind of moving forward here a little bit, SMS. Let's talk a little bit about SMS. How does that world with you guys, email and SMS? How's that working together? Are you seeing diminishing returns from email as opposed to SMS, or on the contrary?
The SMS is a crucial part in the funnel, in the campaigns. Every time that we are sending an SMS campaign, just like the numbers spike. Matter of fact, I haven't heard Klaviyo team speaks about the Texas law that went into effect now, that a lot of e-commerce brands avoid sending SMSs, which other companies that send SMS manage to create some kind of like fight back against this law.
Which other company?
I don't want to say other companies that they are not Klaviyo at the moment, but dedicated SMS companies that send SMS fight against it, and I would be happy to know afterwards if Klaviyo is planning to do something about it, because it's very frightening to get fines in the US. It can destroy a company. So we are trying to work on thin ice and get the proper, according to the laws, subscribers. I remember that the CMO Yariv went into the room during Black Friday and said something went out, something broken, and then like all the numbers went up in Google Analytics. And I told him, yeah, we sent an SMS, we bombarded all of the lists, so it just generated a mass traffic. So it's a very strong tool to use.
Is there like a specific, like an SMS flow that is something that is unique that you guys developed, or something that you want to share with us?
I just combine it in every flow that I know that it will be able to interact with. We sell large wallets in like $600 that it's not coming assembled. When you buy a $600 product, you want it to come assembled and proper sent, but it's too expensive to do it. So after people purchase the large wallet, I'm sending an SMS with the instructions of how to assemble it, because we had a high volume of refunds. So it managed to like push back a little bit the refunds to tell people, okay, you need to assemble it yourself.
So it comes like broken up, like the frame, and they need to put it together?
Yes, it's 5 minutes, but when an American see that like he bought something and you need to assemble it, I want to bring it back.
Okay. Okay, to both of you guys, let's talk a little bit about metrics that you guys are following. When do you know that one of the, there's a give and take with email. You can't just bombard a list, because then your deliverability is going to tank. That's the real cost, I guess, of email. Sending email today. What is the metrics that you guys follow, and that you know that your list is right now is in a healthy state? What are some of the tools that maybe that you guys use for that as well?
You can go first. We can go first this time.
No problem. We are a data-driven company that tracks all of the numbers properly to know when we are going to be churned or not. The Klaviyo have like a specific metric that tells you if you are off or on the right track. I don't like it, because they reflect a small, medium companies, and when your list is in millions, you cannot deliver the amount of click rate and open rate that they request, because it's a large list and you need to bombard them because you already paid for the subscribers that haven't purchased. So what's that important to me? I'm going to Google Postmaster and I see the spam rate and the unsubscribe rate and the revenue that pours in. And this is how I know how much should I send more or not, because I will be happy to see that Klaviyo will deliver some kind of metric for over like million subscribers to see if I'm in the right track or not. It makes sense?
Yes, very much so. I agree.
Yeah.
How many, what's your cadence? Like how many times do you send a week?
7 times a week for like, not the whole database, but let's say to 25-30% of the database that it changes during the time.
So open rates that you're seeing, click rates?
Open rates, it doesn't matter anymore. For like in the last 3, 4, 5 years, it doesn't matter anymore. Click rate with the Hotmail changes and the spikes of the bots also not relevant so much. Also in volumes of millions, it's not relevant. And then we are looking at the place order, that we are looking at the attribution, that if you change it, everything is messed up again. So I'm trying to grab whatever the technology gives me. So I'm going to Amplitude and Power BI and other tools that assist me to analyze the numbers.
We also use our own systems to pull out the data and check ourselves. I would agree with everything that was said. Plus, we also look at just revenue per send. So then I can see if the campaign actually worked because
0.04, 0.05.
Yeah, just the points are they matter.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to send to a big group, yeah, it'll have better overall revenue, but that doesn't mean it actually was a successful campaign.
Can I,
Go ahead. Yeah, absolutely.
what are your sends, like, just like on a regular Tuesday, not Black Friday, like, how big is your list?
Big.
Okay.
It depends on which segment you're talking about. People who are probably going to actually convert, it's, tens of thousands. But we send to often more, a bigger list that we don't expect that they will actually convert this time, but they might need 3 more emails. We tried to massively reduce the amount of sendings that we had, thinking that we were spamming, we were overdoing it, and it actually killed our revenue. And it hurt me because I thought, no, we'll be smart. We'll really get into the details of who's actually clicking, how often we should send. No, we send a lot, but we know that over the whole month, it will bring us what we need. Each send individually, like you said, 0 point, the points are what you're kind of
you don't have to approve it, but I will pull a number of 50% of all the data over 1 million, will be unsubscribed or will get removed due to inactivity. When you go to 1, 2, 3 million, 50% of the data is gone. So this is one number, and I'm giving my subscribers 2 options. They can either purchase or unsubscribe. I will do anything that I can regarding to everything that is legal to bombard them and force them to purchase because I already paid for them. So they need to purchase to that I will get back my positive ROAS.
Aren't you worried though that you bombard too much your reputation, inbox?
It's not relevant. I'm looking at Postmaster. If the Postmaster tells me, if Google itself tells me, Adir, you are okay, and the spam rate is okay, and the unsubscribe rate is okay, and it's to people who haven't purchased from me yet, come on, what can I lose here?
So you're looking at domain reputation through Postmaster?
Domain reputation, spam rate, everything that in the Postmaster second version.
And how do you know that you're not in spam? Is there something that you follow that to make sure that you're not in your deliverability is high?
I have red flags regarding to click rate and regarding to revenue. I do have the red flags that change enormously. I used to come from the gaming industry, the Forex industry, and then I fought with IPs and domains, and it's crazy that they burned all the time. In e-commerce, it's easy game.
I also came from gaming, so I know.
Yeah. So.
Are you measuring the success of the campaign only by the campaign or the whole sequence of campaign and then flows come afterwards?
Can you elaborate?
For example, if you're sending a campaign, you're seeing the result of the campaign, but then maybe people who go, they go onto the website, and then some better campaigns send more people to the website and come back as inbounds. Are you looking at it as, specifically the success of a campaign or a failure of a campaign? Or is the whole sequence of, sent the campaign, then what are the results of the inbounds that are coming from flows, and do the kind of the summary of both?
I'm going from micro to macro. I'm looking at the campaign. If something is getting flagged, I'm looking higher at the last week, and then higher to the month, and then higher to the quarter, and then I'm trying to see in a bird's eye what happened. And also I have 4 or 5 Gmail accounts that I'm getting sent daily to these accounts. If something going to spam, I'm immediately checking it, but not through tools like MX tools. MX tools? They have in the industry, they have tools that if you put your domain or IP, it can tell you if you are burned or not. These tools are horrible because they trigger to the spam cops if you are a spammer or not. So I'm checking it only internal with myself, and then I'm fixing it. I also had one time that an IP got burned and I went into spam. I thought it was because of the high volume, and then Klaviyo told me that they switched my IPs like with a bad reputation IP. So they had to change it. So it's constant monitoring.
For me, I look at campaigns, and then I'll look at flows, and then I look at the overall. So it's not necessarily one customer, and I'm looking at like their entire journey.
A little bit. You guys have loyalty programs, reward programs in your system. Do
We
you
do.
have like loyalty flows that you would recommend building, or think, I don't know if you have tiers in your flows or not, but if there's anything that's interesting, these are always very engaged customers.
So we have loyalty. We're working with Yotpo for our loyalty. We actually are going through a massive rebranding of it and using another third party where we're actually going to gamify it a bit. So we're going to have some challenges for the customers to do. We're going to get them to post on social and kind of build us up that way, kind of create an ambassador program within our loyalty. But our loyalty itself has, if you looked at the numbers, a very low participation rate. But if you actually look at the overall revenue that it brings from the retention, it's huge. It's about more than half. So we find that we send about at least once a week a reminder that's saying your loyalty points and to come and use them. It's one of our best campaigns. And we have flows that also are very successful. You move up a tier, you're getting a welcome. We're constantly reminding you about your tiers.
So that reminder that's inside a general newsletter, or is that like a one like?
So we have both. We have in flows, but we do it also with campaigns that are happening with the promotion that is on at that point as well. So I find if sometimes flows, they just seem very not in the moment of what's going on, especially for seasonality. But we found if we put the loyalty with also the campaign, so we kind of get that both together, it worked really well.
Question about loyalty, like who's considered by you like loyalty, and do we have this internal conversation all the time, like, you know, loyalty or you know, our newsletter, and what offer do you give who, and are we confusing our customers with like different offers constantly, like?
So yeah, you probably are confusing, but that doesn't mean they don't like it, I would say. We definitely confuse them, but if one of them they like, great. For us, loyalty is anybody who signed up and put their email in basically to our loyalty, like our account, not just giving us their email. And then also anybody who's purchased officially starts to get points. That's not really loyalty though, because if they don't know they have points, then they're not really part of the program. So then we also will look at the people who are engaging and redeeming points. So we use like points redeemers as a way of like using those people and actually seeing. I will say that moving forward, we want to make the loyalty much bigger. So we want it to be on the site. It was really great to see the customer hub and how they have that there for the customer to see. That's something we're definitely going to explore. For all emails, I want to have it on a header. If you have points, why am I not telling you it's money that you can have? It's also reminding you that you have purchased from us before. Because Mailies, we also are sold in other stores and Amazon and TikTok. I not only have to get a customer to want to repurchase the product, I have to get them to want to repurchase from us. So to me, loyalty is like really important. The more we can do it, the better we're going to have as a brand in the D2C machine.
And just like, if you're sending like, I don't know, 15% off or whatever, do you have like a double points, or is that sort of like
So we do. It's a question whether or not we'll keep it, but we definitely do.
So they're on top.
Yeah. There are people who 100% are abusing the system because of it, but there are also people who are not. So it's kind of this, how do you remove it if we also have some good customers? So we're actually right now looking into these exact customers who are using both and seeing if overall it still is worthwhile for us to do this, or if this is something that we actually need to try to mitigate.
Just an insight. We also have loyalty, and we are not giving both. So you either use a coupon or you use the points. And most of the feedbacks from the customer that we received is that it's not really fair because it's money for them. The points are money, and it's not like a discount, and they really didn't understand why we're not allowing it. So
yeah, basically, if I look at the data, sorry.
Set
a minimum cost value.
Exactly. That's something we're looking into as well, because basically if I look at what percentage they get off from the points and what percentage they get off from the offer, if I don't let them, there goes the loyalty program. They're not using it. It's just never going to happen. So we are also looking at minimum cart value, about, you know, trying to get them to maybe redeem for free products because maybe that'll be worthwhile for them, or maybe we do you get more bang for your buck if you get a voucher versus using a promo code with the points. So we're thinking about different things, but it's very data driven right now to figure out what to do.
Maybe like let us know.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all.
You can come to the email marketing community in WhatsApp, and I can bring in Becca, and then she can share all the insights, and it will be amazing. Okay, so it regards to the AOV of the product. For instance, if you buy a car now, that it's like extreme example, it costs like $50,000, and you will not buy another one very soon. So if you buy wall art, no one, like it's hard to convince someone to purchase another wall art right after that. So the loyalty is not that productive because people are exploiting it and using it. Although we have the retention benchmark of pretty high in the industry of the home decor, but we have an art trade program that we don't need a platform for it. We're using HubSpot, and I established a sales team of 2 women that calls to interior designers and to construction workers and like everyone that in the home decor industry, and we give them specific discounts with specific coupon codes that only if they contact the salesperson, we generate a coupon code for them, and then they will be able to purchase, and we are giving them like the TLC, the tender love and care, with the interior designers from our side to tell them how to decorate it and what they should purchase, and it goes out very good because this is like the retention that we are looking for.
So you don't have.
It's type it's a different type of B2B.
Cool.
I'm sorry, we have time for one more question.
Okay, so I'll talk a little bit about segmentation. So we're trying to get a maximum coverage, right, of the account. Tell us a little bit about your segmentation. I know there's like different like ways of doing it. How do you guys manage to cover all of the account in the different segments? If you want to get into details.
A lot of testing, I would say. Most of our segmentation right now is based off of just what's happening on the site, the customer interacting with the site, as well as their purchasing. So how often they purchase, when they're purchasing, and what they're purchasing. I would love to go even more segmented. Right now, I think the biggest issue with that is just you go so segmented and then you need a massive team to create all the different content for all the segmented. But I would say most of it is on purchasing and purchasing data that you have. It's the one that's going to bring you the most. Right now, we're trialing the marketing analytics of Klaviyo. So we have their RFM model, which is very interesting in a different way of doing things than we're used to. But yeah.
Cool. And I'm telling my Ajit, the account manager, I'm telling him everything that is in beta, give it to me. I don't care if it's bad, if it's not good, if it's not boiled yet, give it to me. Everything that in Klaviyo, just push it. So they have an amazing tools. Regarding to the segmentation, I split it into 2. I have informative segmentation and I have send-out segmentation. Regarding to the informative segmentation, it's how many emails do I have, how many purchases, non-buyers, how many active non-buyers and active purchases. So I have like a list of informative that I will be able to understand what's my data is talking about. And I have the send-out segmentation, that it's the 90, 180, 365 that I'm sending them according to the proper amount of depends on the campaign and the time. And I'm going back to the complexity. As much as I manage to complete things, I manage to generate less revenue. As much as I overthinking it, I generate less revenue. It depends. I exclude it for like VIPs and like abandoned carts that I'm doing. Not only the flow, I'm taking like the abandoned carts and sending them specific campaigns. So I'm trying to like take the high level segmentation with like up to 10,000 subscribers, and I'm sending them like a dedicated email if it's worth it.
Okay.
I would agree with the complexity. Every time I've tried to add in more segments and more granular, I actually found it didn't bring back. One of the biggest things we did was actually remove the entire segment and dissolved it into the 2 main ones that we were doing, and then it ended up actually bringing more revenue. So
It's horrible.
You
It's
want
horrible.
to.
Yeah.
But
I
then you
want to
decide
work
not
harder
to.
and to generate more revenue, but it's not working like that.
Yep.
So I guess one last question. Black Friday is around the corner.
Yeah.
Any recommendations to do or not to do before Black Friday?
Bombard everyone.
I think it's very important to make sure your offering is seamless. A lot of times there's flows that maybe get missed. And so where you think you have like this great flow, it's offering actually way less than what the rest of your site is saying. I think also every company now is just starting it earlier and earlier and earlier. So hidden surprises are nice to at least keep people engaged with what's going on. It's not the easiest. Definitely bombard. Send as much as you can. It's the time to do it. We've been warming up our inboxes just so we can do it. And good luck to us all.
Wait. How have you been like warming up your inboxes? What have you been doing differently?
Slowly putting more people in.
Okay.
Yeah. Slowly and slowly so that you don't have this massive send that goes out and a bunch of people are spamming and all of that. So just slowly adding in, I'm making the segments larger and larger.
And you're doing this in July, or you're just like doing it from like?
Just doing it. I've been doing Black Friday for a few years, so I just know to slowly do that.
I have a rule of like once in a month, I'm sending to all of the data. Once in a month, we have a great event.
Well.
Mhm.
So yeah, so I allow Gmail to understand that I'm Elephant Stock and I'm sending this customer at least once a month. I have an hour-long Black Friday explanation of what I'm doing specifically. But if I will go to the bottom line, I have 2 points. Is one, it's prepare as early as I can, which I hear a lot of excuses why people cannot prepare as early as they can. It's the product. It's the company. Every time they have different excuses. But I prepare everything a month in advance with my team. I make sure that everything is scheduled, and then it's easier to look at it and then change things and then like push more events and more surprises inside because everything is already set up. The second thing is a lesson that I learned during the time in my list. It was a great school for me. That on Friday, I said, okay, I will bombard them as much as I can on Friday, and then I will let them rest on Saturday because on Saturday people need to rest. And in Saturday, the website generated a massive amount of revenue, like a crazy amount of revenue. And I came on Sunday and I was so depressed that I haven't sent an email campaign on Saturday because I would be managed to generate a lot of revenue on top of it with all the customers that arrived to the website and still haven't been able to purchase. And another secret that usually e-commerce stores are doing, on Cyber Monday, usually e-commerce website have the tendency to drop everything to zero and then all the traffic crashes because they don't have any promotion. So they either take it 5% up for the people who want still to purchase, or they take it gradually down, like instead of 30%, 25, 20, and then when people purchase, they don't feel like they're getting scammed because of the price.
Well, thank you guys for sharing your insights. Hope that's been effective. Yeah. Go on to the next step.